thought that I would go for in depth a little bit more because a couple of these subscribers asking me, yo, man, how do the card system work, bro? So today I'm gonna be giving y'all an insight and a full breakdown on how you set up your characters, you know, per position, starting with point guard. This might take a minute, so have a little patience with me. Okay. In a few previous videos, I already gave y'all an insight on the other card system and how that worked. So today I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a full in-depth breakdown of how this card system works here, man. Okay, here in the hamburger slot, this is mainly going to be your offense and your special character stats, which when I say special character things, that means things that come equipped that only this character has. That means intercept success, which is right here, that can only be used by Helena in this case for this card. You know, a few other characters such as Cindy and Pedro who have dive can use this, but I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a further in-depth on how do you set up these to better things. Okay, over here, dive catch in the fry area, that's the only place you can put this. You cannot put this over here. Okay, and a lot of people been asking me, yo, what does this mean? Because Joy City did not give a full tutorial. Okay, you go over here to this and find what your says 3-point shot defense resist. Notice what it says, 3-point shot defense resist. That means that you, not the defense, are going to be resisting to them. That's the percentage of you resisting them. Like when they come out to block your shot, you're going to be resisting them. Okay, if you see that hand which is over there that says block resist, that means that's going to be for you, which if you go over 1 2 3 4 5 6 spaces, it says block resist. That's going to be the chances that you block their shot. If you add that in right over here, that's going to be my chance that I'm able to block their shot. If you see this one, 3-point shot defense resist, that means that I'm going to be resistant to them. So if you have a 3-point shooter, make sure that you put this on there for them, because you're going to miss a lot of shots without this. If you ever notice sometime that you might be dribbling or shooting, and you, in case of you shooting and a player jumps towards you and you miss, and you wondering like, man, why did I miss that? Because you don't have your 3-point resist on. Just like your medium shots, people say, well, hey man, how does your Joey make mid-range shots? How does your Carolina make these shots? It's in the cards. You have to put these up here. If I put 2 dive and catch over here, dive and catch stats over here, and I'm wondering like, why am I missing shots? It's because I don't have that on, you know. And over here, to go a little further in depth over here, this is just about, you know, where the old system had Sunday cards. You know, you have jump shot, block, speed. A character like this, 9 out of 10, I won't need jump shot, block, unless, you know, I'm, you know, trying to super up for that defensively. You know, see, I built them accordingly to their strengths. So she already has strong steel, so I increase the speed and I increase the rate that she's going to be able to steal the ball. No block resist, that's, oh, that would be over here. Let me go to a character who has that. Okay, let me show y'all something. That would be in this slot right here. block resist right here. You see this right here card you should put on every character you have, no matter what. I have 2 of them and I'm not using it right now on Joey because I wanted to free up some space for his drive speed to elevate it and upgrade it some more. This card right here is when you might notice you may be in game and you're dribbling and then you shoot the ball and all of a sudden you like, man, I blocked the ball. The ball got blocked. How did it go in? This card right here, block resist shot success rate, is the card that you will need. This right here is going to up those chances that if your shot gets blocked, that it actually goes in. And it only can be found in this slot right here with the drink, not over here with the French fry. Even though it's consistent and it's close, you know, even though it's close and it's similar, but like I said, always look for that shield that looks like the basketball, and that's your defense. That means, remember, the hand with the shield on it means that you're able to block the shots. Character like Joey, who's a little on the slower side, you're gonna want to build him up for certain things depending on how you want him to play. Okay, let's go up here to a player like Clark and his strengths. Clark's main strength is his dunking. So guess what? We were fortunate enough to pull a couple of cards that, you know, contribute to that. Or, you know, I could switch things around a little bit and, you know, add a little mid range to them because, you know, his is not terrible. And we have post up, fake, layup. These are his strengths. And it's only certain spots where they can be found, like box out. You will never find box out over here in this slot right here. You will always find box out right here. Okay, a lot of people don't understand why this card, because they don't use it. This card right here is going to give people like Clark stability. When you boxing out a Krista or a Luther or a Big Dog, if you have this card that says strength and balance, it's right there. That's gonna be how long that you can hold your person back when you box out. Sometimes people wonder, like, man, how did he get the rebound from in front of me? This card right here is your balance. That's how long you're going to be able to hold someone when you're boxing them out. And of course, anybody knows what stamina is. That's the most basic and the most common sense part of this game. But I see a lot of people with theirs on low and red and they wonder why they miss shots. Listen, if you do not have stamina, you are not going to make shots. Always look at your stamina meter that is right beneath you before you take a shot. If not, pass the ball off. You got to get rid of it. Block shots, this makes you jump higher on the offense, on the defensive end. This is going to make you jump higher when you're trying to block a jump shot. You see that jump shot block, and that only applies for jump shots. So guess what? If I'm down there and I have my Clark and someone's trying to dunk, this does not apply for that. This applies for jump shots. Passing, oh, that's common sense, so we don't really too much need to touch up on that. I mean, if you want to upgrade your Clark into a passer, then by all means do so. But bigs gonna mainly need that rebound card. As you can see, my rebound card is terrible, but it gets the job done. Or balance, which I use on, you know, certain characters like my Krista, who's way at the bottom. Let's give y'all an end up on Krista at the center. You see this? These are her strengths. These are her strengths. This is what I'm gonna need. This right here, I see a lot of people put this on her. You see that? I made a video where I actually shot and made 6 threes. Whenever you get a chance, go ahead and look at that. It was a bad way to play the game. That's not how she's meant to be played. You know, it's fun and funny every now and then to play it that way, you know, and she may make it sometimes, but that's not the way that I want to play with her. You know, I could put these cards on here all day And I can add look, see this? A lot of people don't put this card on. Long distance don't speed. These cards are actually in the game at your disposal and at your use. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to play that way because she's a center and that's not what she's meant to use. Meant to rebound card for Krista. Not once. Never. Not even +2. For some strange reason, they will not give me a rebounding card for her. You know, and I ain't want to come and talk y'all head off too much, but man, it's many different ways. I just wanted to touch up on the basic on things that people were asking, and that was mainly about these two cards right here. This, when you see this, that means that that applies for you on the offensive side of the ball. Whenever you see this shield with the ball inside, that applies for you on the offensive side, meaning that you're gonna be resistant. And as you can see, this card, if I was gonna get Krista and I was gonna set her up to be a 3-point shooter, I could put this card right here. Booyah. I could put this card right there. Let me see if I can find another one, if I have another one. Do I have another one for 3? Right here. You see this? And I'm gonna go over to the practice court. I believe they will let you guys see the practice court. And I'm gonna show you something. Now I put shooting cards on her. And look, I even have, look, a resist card. So I throw that resist in, and I throw this one in. Look, now she's officially a shooter. You see all these shooting cards? Every card that's up here is to do with your shooting. Now watch this. Hopefully they let you guys see the practice court. No, I didn't mean to pick you. And this does not mean that she's gonna be able to do it all the time. You see that? Very first try. Very first try. The very first shot that I shot with her. And guess what? That's only because of the cards that I just put on there. And that was without that was without any touch. And so why you don't want to actually play that way is because what if she missed? You see that? She made another one. So that's two out of 3 shots right there from 3-point range with the center. That was a little deep right there. And that's definitely not where you want to be. You see that? I mean, you guys can see this for yourself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot a couple more. Then I'm going to go take the cards off. You see that? That's 2 in a row with Krista, a center. Right there, bro. I can't make this up. If I was making this up, she would not be making these shots. You see that? 3 in a row. 3 in a row with a center, bro. 3 in a row with Krista. And look at this. We can go back to her stats, and I'll show you just how terrible her 3-point shooting is, and why I made another video earlier on why that doesn't matter. Now, as you can see, I made 3 3-pointers back to back with her, but uncontested, and she made it. Look, there's no upgrade. Her 3-point shooting is 63, but when you accumulate and you add all these cards in, watch this. Now I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna take all these off and put my formal cards back on. I guarantee you, if I shoot 18 shots, I will be here all day trying to make 3 in a row. And I may have missed like maybe what, 2 shots out of 8. I'm bear with me. I'm just replacing all the cards that I actually had there, and putting the cards that I had back in place. Where is this stamina? Might have been +5. Hey, it don't matter. Yeah, I believe that's how it was. All right, we're gonna go back to the court, and it's actually whenever it flicks, I'm gonna do a couple dunks or shots, because it's gonna do like a little hesitation glitch, and that's gonna be when it's updating everything that just happened. Sometimes when you put cards in, don't jump into a game immediately. It has the update that you've taken those cards off, and usually it's like a little hesitation or a little stutter after like 50. Okay, there it was. That was it. Okay, that one brick. She gonna make some, but definitely not. We gonna come over to the corners, since you know some might say that it's easy for anybody to shoot in the corners. She made 1 out of 5. Come to another corner. Brick. 1 out of 7. 1 out of 8. Go back to the corner. 2 out of 8, I believe. 2 out of 8. Okay. 3 out of 9. Nowhere near the percentage of what I just had, bro. This is, no matter how you chop it up or how good you shoot, and you can see each time the touch is on. I was making threes without having any kind of touch to the ball before, and I was like 6 of 8. As you can see, the bricks are just flying. Now, to prove this theory, let me show y'all something. The same thing applies with this guy. That was a little deep. That's 1 made. Now watch the percentage with these cards on. And everybody, oh, Joey's shot sucks. That was a little deep. If you go back and you're not like a Kim or Amanda or like a Cindy, and you don't have shooter's touch like certain characters, it's gonna greatly decrease, which you all know, the chances of you making these shots right here. So the closer you are to the line with a guy like Joey, the better your chance is gonna be for you to actually make a shot. Oh man, that ain't have no touch on it. So you see, more than, you know, maybe usual to make these shots. That was deep. I can't get it right. You have to be very, I mean very close to the line with Joey. No touch, terrible shot. Like, you want to be in this range, but within this corner or somewhere like that. I feel like overall this time, right up in there is your best chances with Joey of making these kind of shots. Why? I don't know. I don't know why is he breaking right now. Okay, let me see. Let me check something out and see what's going on. Okay, there it is. That would solve it right there. That one card. This card right here is more powerful than this, than, where is it? Than this. If you go to your scale, this card right here, if you want to make your threes when you're wide open, it clearly says it with plain as day English. And as I told you before, the cards sometimes take a few shots on this court, so don't jump immediately. Oh, there it go. It had a little hesitation, a little stutter right there. So now the card is gonna be active. Okay, his ass still missing. I don't know what the fuck going on. I usually come to this court just to practice with him. Okay, made shot. We just gonna shoot a few till he get like in a rhythm. Okay, that's 2 in a row. That's 3 in a row. We're gonna shoot one more. A little deep. Last shot, Joey. That was deep. I don't know why I can't get close to this line, man. I guess it's because of video purposes. But yeah, you get the drift, man. He making more shots than he missing from out here pretty much. That's kind of deep with no touch. You always want to see that glow up under the ball whenever you shoot. Glow there, he still bricked. Alright, but man, y'all get my drift. Alright, to this guy right here. Okay, let's do a side-by-side comparison. We're gonna go to Joey's 3-point shooting, which is 140 at P5 maxed. Then we go to Williams, which is 119 at P4, so it's gonna be around maybe 125 to 126 whenever you're finished and you regulate things and you finish all the way. So that's gonna be in cars and ratio, he probably is gonna be like a 30 to 40% somewhere, not even 30, like 30-35% shooter, because look how much of that clear black bar that's left that he has over there when he's shooting. His 3-point shooting is 119, so he probably has maybe around 200 more. So you probably gonna need a lot of cards for him to be, you know, an excellent shooter until you P5 him and you start to up his success. But like I said, right here, if I put a lot of cards onto him with 3-point shooting, it's gonna go up. His percentage is gonna go up on him, how many he makes. Right here, this open 3-point success. So it's basically that card kind of helps this. It negates the fact that his 3-point shooting is so poor, and by adding 2 of those there and then adding a 3-point card here, it's gonna negate that. Now on the defensive end right here, this card right here, you want to put this card on every center unless you're using them to dunk. In this case, I got short distance dunk chance on him, so because I ended up pulling short distance dunk speed, and y'all, you know, some of y'all let me know if y'all got some of these cards, man. Look, as you can see, we can box out, man. It's 4.5 and 4.5 on each side. So you get your ass down there with your big and think that you just gonna push my William around, you got another thing coming, bro, because we boxing your ass out. But anyways, back to this cards, man. Manual layup angle. Of course, anybody who has manual layup, you gonna need one of these cards in there if you trying to use them for that purpose. And see, when my William down there and I catch offensive rebounds off of my chip out, the first thing I'm gonna do is look at your center and I'm gonna hit him with that manual when I go back up to put this ball back up. But yeah, man, this card makes your centers jump further and jump higher rebounding. If you got a Krista and you maxed out her power rebound, you're gonna want this card right here. I was not fortunate enough to get this card. But yeah, man, I just wanted to answer a few questions that a few people been hitting me up on the PSN asking. And you know, a few people been saying, yo, Madden, man, you need to make a video and show us what these certain cards mean. And if it's anything that I didn't get a chance to touch up on, you know, I apologize, because I can't touch up on everything. Characters like Joey, Carolina, and you know, let me go look through here and see who else. Professor, Carolina, Professor, and Joey. Each of these players, you are definitely going to need drive speed. You definitely need this card. This card right here, you definitely need it on them. And see, I can hop around all day with Joy if I please to. Look, with as much speed as I can, but it's gonna decrease me if I decide to step out for 3. Look, 3-point shot release speed. That means the chances of you getting out there in time when I'm shooting from 3-point range is very slim. Look at this. You see this build? Mid-range shot release speed. Along with this is all speed. Now I take this off. It depends on how I feel. See that? Now I'm no longer a 3-point shooter. So I take that off and then I add this. Now I'm gonna add another mid. You see that? See that combination? If I want to go mid-range shooter, then guess what? I'm gonna light your ass up. Look at this. This all goes together. Look at this. You see how all 4 of these look the exact same damn near? These are drive speed and this right here is dribble speed. This is according to how I want to play with him. These right here gonna match up to how I want to use him with my shooting. If I want to lay it up, guess what? I got double clutch cards over here for your ass. And where's the manual? Got a manual layup card right here. Manual layup distance. If I want to hit your ass with the manual, I go right here. Then where it's at, I got another one. It just right here. I can add both of these if I please to. This one's 3.9. So you ain't blocking shit if I decide to come in with those 2 cards. But yeah, let me give y'all a little preview. On what drive speed does. So a lot of people can understand these cards and what they do. Alright. Drive speed is that. You see that little aura around him? See how fast he's dribbling? That's drive speed. Characters like him, Carolina, and Professor, you definitely need this on. Definitely. Now you see how fast he hopped over? And you see how fast the ball comes out? See, now I'm a mid-range shooter. That ball coming out. It's coming out. As soon as I hit that button and I go one way, it's coming out. Quickly. And it's faster because I added a card. How much faster that was that it come out, you know, it's kind of hard to, you know, see, but that's definitely, if you play with him and you know your characters and you know the cards that they have, you definitely can tell when the ball is coming out faster. Right here. Faster. It's a faster release. Anything within here, in these areas up in here, for my mid range, when I come anywhere from here on around, that's mid. Look at this pyramid, this circle with at the top of the key, which is right here for 3, and this right here is your 3-point, I meant free throw line right here. When I come around here and within these areas, that's my mids. That's my mids right here. That is my mids. See how fast that ball come out? If you slacking off and trying to play D elsewhere, look at her. That ball is out. It's gone. You ain't getting there in time. Build your characters based off of how you want to. If you got a center who you would like to shoot threes, by all means, shoot them sometimes, bro. Don't sit there and spam that shit. I already in the video showed y'all for yourself me shooting 6 for 8, and I have a video with me making somebody quit from shooting threes with Krista. not quit, they forfeit, which, you know, I can respect that, you know. Besides disconnecting out of the game while everybody's playing, you know, it's random on random, so it's no need for you to disconnect, you know. But in some cases you have to, and people make a big deal, oh, you disconnect. So what? If somebody's standing there and doing the mannequin challenge and not playing, and you can't forfeit out the game because no one will forfeit, man, hey, listen, man. If you don't feel like playing, you don't feel like playing. At the end of the day, it's an online game. Don't take this shit so damn serious to the point where people want to sit up there and tease people and then start cyberbullying the hell out of somebody because of the way that they play. If you got Krista and you want to shoot threes with her. If you got him and you want to make him a big and be a shot blocker, by all means do so. By all means do so. Build your characters the way that you want them to be, but at the same time, please realize and get an understanding that they are sinners. They are sinners, bro. This is a sinner. This is a sinner. At the end of the day, this is his skill set. This is what he does. This is what he does well. And this is what he gonna be used. If I'm out here majority of the time and I shoot, I don't know why the hell Luther making this shit. And I shoot, what the fuck? Hey man, oh my god, let me get out of the corner. No, I'm going back. He'll never make that shit in game. But yeah, if I miss majority of those shots, man, I'm putting my teammates at a disadvantage. Luther must be got the juice today. Luther made 3 out of 4 from 3. But yeah, man, I'm putting everybody at a disadvantage because boom, I have characters. What the hell going on with Luther, man? Must be the touch. Huh? I don't know what's going on. Let me make sure I don't got a damn card on Luther. Let me go look just to make sure. But yeah, man, I'm putting myself and others at risk, man. Think about the people who you playing with before you start spamming threes, man. No, I got a pointless card on him. That means nothing. His shot, short distance dunk chance, that card means nothing to him. My cards with him are pretty much terrible except for jump shot block. Pretty much, he's not P5, so this card right here is of no use at all. So that card is of no use, and I don't use Luther barely at all, ever. I rarely, he's the least used center that I have. But yeah, man, I just wanted to touch up on a few things, man, with y'all, man. A lot of people was asking certain questions about how you use certain characters, man. Let me touch up on this, man. Also, before I go, let me give another example with Ren on what cards you're gonna need. In case you haven't noticed, when you shoot the ball with characters such as Kim, Helena, geez, what his name, the Yao Ming guy, Lee, Fred, and Ren, they have a thing called shooting touch. It's a little green bar that's in your shot meter whenever you pull up to shoot. If your shooting touch is not large, which we'll go over here on how you upgrade it. If it's not large, then guess what? Your percentage of you making shots with them, they're gonna miss. A lot of people, they wonder why do they miss shots with characters like Kim, Ren, and people like that, because you haven't upgraded your shooting touch. You have to upgrade your shooting touch as much as you can. As you can see, I haven't upgraded mine much except for 2. But to replace that, I have cards right here to make up for some of that. Shooting touch. I build off her strength. Her strength is her short fake pass. So guess what? I upgraded that all the way. Her passing is all the way upgraded for that. As you can see where it's showing that pass, it's maxed. Let me go back in. At P5, she gets off ball quick move speed and distance. This right here, up here at the top on this hamburger, I upgraded that some because that's something I use. Look at this, the resistance to her pull-up jumper, which one of the main things she used, in her fadeaway. I have resist cards. I have an additional 3-point card for her because I often shoot threes with her. I'm building her the way that I would like for her to be built. If you have Big Dog, he's a passer. You're going to want to build on him to be a passer a certain way, you know. But at the end of the day, it rests solely with y'all. I showed y'all my Clark and the upgraded cards, and Clark will be the next character that I P5. My Crystal, she's good in the rebound game and the defense game, but it's something about being able to have a dual threat of, you know, his box out strength is way stronger than Crystal's, much stronger. You know, he can dunk, which that's pretty OP, which you see I have it already upgraded all the way to the max already, which that costs a whole shitload of basketballs and waiting every day. Oh my God, countless basketballs. And I'm one away from his box out strength and one away from power rebounding. So I'm preparing myself each day by buying 4 basketballs. So each day, when you see tomorrow, I'm gonna buy 4 basketballs. So that's gonna take 7,000 out. I'll play some games, stack up some coins to make sure I have my 7,500 coins to go and buy my 4 basketballs. Each day I buy 4 basketballs. So if I have enough to upgrade this tomorrow, maybe I will, but I don't use manual layup. So guess what? One of the things I'm gonna be waiting on is to finish off either his power rebound, which next is gonna be his box out strength. With all bigs, this is gonna be one of the major things that you get, man. Don't sit up there and not have box out strength. If you going for rebounds outside of the paint a lot, get your power rebounding up, man. Elevate that. And this right here is one of the main focal points on why I decided to go with him and use him instead of another character. Tip in. That's another threat as itself, you know, because that's basically a second chance. Big Dog has chip out. Him and Luther have the ability to tip the ball back in or put back dunk after. So guess what? When I'm done with this box out right here, I'm gonna start saving basketballs every day. So when it gets to the point to where I'm up here, I get to here, I don't have to no longer upgrade any of these things. I can concentrate all of the basketballs that I gain each day on this. Each day I'm gonna be working on this. On day 1, when I acquire this, I definitely will have 8 basketballs, 8 to 6 basketballs, so I can start upgrading this. In total, it's gonna probably take around 40 something basketballs to upgrade his putback dunk. And as you can see, the grinding, man. A lot of people have one or two P5 characters. I can't tell you anything wrong. A lot of my characters are P4, but look, 1 P5 up here, Ren. 2 P5s, Joey. 3 P5s, Carolina. 4 and Krista. And number 5 is gonna be Clark. And as you can see, each day. That's why, you know, the job system is not the best right now. But actually think about this. Whenever I P5 him, right now at this point, I have 254 drinks to start me off. and I'm nearly almost full on the books that it's gonna take me by the time I P5 him. Don't sell your books and don't get rid of them. As you can see, I even have 26 beginner's manuals. I don't have any beginner characters, but soon, whenever they release another character, I'm gonna need those books. And if I don't have it, then that means I'm gonna have to spend coins on it. So whenever the next time an event comes around, guess what? I'm almost there. Already, I'm almost there. The hardest books in the game to get, the intensive manual and the advanced manual. You can buy the advanced manual for 1,500 coins. So multiply that times 5, which I'm not finna do that math shit right now because it's early in the morning. You know, I'm not gonna go into that in the math. That's pretty difficult. But each day, you know, from your jobs, make sure you filling and plugging in your characters, man, with your jobs so you can get these books, man, and those drinks, man. Save them up for when it's time, man. Listen, I'm not just telling you this because I don't know. Like I said, I have 4 P5s. 4. Finna be 5 whenever I get a chance to upgrade him. And look, Big Dog, he's P4. I'm not gonna P5 him. Carter, he's P4. Amanda, she's P4. William, he's P4. Pedro, he's P4. P4. Helena. So on. Fred, P4. Professor, P4. Every character in the game, I have them. I think the least characters is Cindy and Murdoch because I don't use them. The rest are 3 and 4. Kim is a 3. I don't really use her. You know, she's a good character to use, but I just never got into, you know, things. I slowly a little more try to get into them, but I just can't see myself doing all of the quick change and stuff. And even though, you know, I could make her OP because look, don't get it twisted. If I decided to, I could. Because look, quick change speed right here in 2 slots. I could do that if I decided to, if I wanted to. Let me show you guys something from saving up books. Look at how much it would be right now if I decided to prestige for her. It would be almost 9,000 coins. Now, on average, majority of the time, if you P4 in a character, it's like 17 to 18,000 coins just to P4 them. But saving these books and taking out time and dedication and grinding. Listen, you don't have to play this game every day, all day. Get on here and get these. Let me show you something. I don't know if they're gonna let y'all see this, but each day I come in here and get 4 skill training balls. Cards, every so seldomly. Yeah, I mean, you know, drop, you know, hey, sometimes I might drop 10 to 15 bucks every now and then if I have something extra or loose. But by all means, go ahead. But these cards right here, I can't get into them. I cannot get into these. I can't get into them. If they give them to me for free or they drop the price, then hey, by all means, sometimes I will. But these cards right here are god awful. I have the worst luck. Some people, you know, they get platinum cards and a lot of gold cards. Look at all these cards that I have for Joy, and it's amazing, and it's gonna mesmerize y'all. Look at all these cards. As you can see, this is already filled with gold right here. But look, what you guys don't see is this. Look at the item list. You see this 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 platinum cards that are not in slot anywhere because look, I don't use still success rate for him. I don't have a need to be sitting under the basket blocking dunks with him. Yeah, I could put long distance dunk chance on him, but you know, he dunks anyways at P5. Why do I need it if he dunks? You know, if I want him to increase the chances of dunking, if I put this card right here on him, then guess what? I'm taking away from my actual stat boost 3-point plus 14 card. I'm taking that away. So guess what? He's gonna miss majority of these shots, even though he will gain speed. But anyways, look at this. Let's do a count. These are platinum. That's 4. 1, 2, okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Okay, we're gonna say, yeah, 60, because that one gold card up here that I didn't count. That's 60 gold cards. And I kid you not, look at this. This is 60 gold cards. Look. Majority of these I don't use. I don't use post up collision angle. You know, even though that's a good card for him. But I would rather use dribbling, and I hit that R1 button to turn into my fake, and I'm dribbling. That means that it's gonna be faster. This card right here, if you see this card, don't overlook this card for characters like him, because he actually uses this card. Once again, this long distance dunk chance, I don't use this card because he already dunks at P5. The most important card in the game right now, which I don't have on, is this card right here for defense. I promise you, this card is so amazing in every fashion. This is the best card in the game right here when you're on defense, face up. A lot of you have Pedro and you see him use it. You see how his arms are extended. You see in the passing lane, and this is going to help a lot of people. This card right here is going to get you guys into the passing lanes so you can get those intercepts and deflect that ball and stop people from passing. A lot of people sleep on this card and don't use it, and a lot of people don't tell you guys because they don't want you guys to be using this against them. So right now, if you have this card, you are very lucky. It don't matter how much, 6 point whatever centimeters per second. If you have 4.0, put it in there. This card right here goes right. Oh, I backed all the way out of there. Goes right here. Look at this. Put this card in there. I'm telling you, this card will take your defense from 0 all the way up to the top on this game. If you wondering like how people end up passing and can shoot in your face and stuff like that, man, get you some resist cards right here. Like I told you, you see this right here, if I put 2 of these on here, it's gonna increase the chances of people dunking on me. It says so right here. You see this block resist, block resist, block resist right here. Over here, this is a resist. That's your defense. When you see that hand, this is your defense. If you see this shield, that is your offense. This shield right here with that basketball in it, that's your offense. So if you go over to your cards and you see this shield with that basketball in it, this is gonna be for your offense. This right here is gonna mean that your chances of you dunking on somebody, see, long distance dunk, defense resist, you see that defense resist, long distance dunk, defense resist, you are resistant to the defense. You see this right here, short distance layup, block resist, block resist. You're going to be resistant to their short distance layup at 5% better. This right here card, this is a specialty card for characters who have manual layup, like him, William, Carolina, you know, and Clark and Lulu and whoever else I missed. You know, sorry if I missed anybody. These cards right here are going to be your main cards that you should be using, and the cards that you should focus on the most are manual layup cards for Joey and characters like that. But once again, to repeat this, man, because we all family and I want to help you guys play the best that you can play in this game. This card right here, whenever you see this hand out right here on this shield, that is for your defense. This card right here is going to be for your offense. See, both have shields. Both have a little shield looking thing on them. Both of these have shields, bro. So don't ever think that, you know, it's not a shield on here. Both have shields, but this one in particular with this basketball, if you go ahead over here to your chart, it says defense resist. That means that you are resistant to the defense. You see that red dot up there, that red box up there? It says offense. This one right here, where's that hand? It says block resist. That means that you gonna block this shot. That's gonna increase your chances. If I put this card over here right now, that's gonna increase my chances of blocking a mid-range shot. If I put this card right here on here with that basketball in it and that shield, that's gonna increase my chances of making a mid-range shot. If I put side hop speed on him, then I'm sacrificing a card that I could have here, such as his long distance dunk, his long distance layup range. Oh my God, if you put long distance layup range on him, and I have 2 cards, which I just showed you, I have over 60 cards for him. And as you can see, to go back to the list, look at this. You see that? And that's just the gold up here. Look at 4 platinums, and look at the gold. Now look, silver. I can't make this up. So if I have double, look, I probably have 100 silver cards that I could use for him at any time. As you can see, it's 60 gold and 4 platinums. And if I make videos that teach you guys about this card system and how you use it, the main time that you want to get cards, and you know, if you're going to purchase them, try Sundays when things are a little bit more calm. But while the servers are acting up and stuff, the best times to play and the best times to pull cards and stuff, to get, you know, a relaxation factor, wait until, like, you know, past evening and early morning on Saturdays and Sundays. If you play early, the kids are asleep, so the servers, you know, are less active. If you keep getting into matches where people are lagging all the time, it's because of the server issues. But not to change the subject and to go back into this, like I said before, this right here, long distance layup range, I'm just going to show you guys different combinations. If I combine that with this card right here, and I go over here, you see that lightning bolt, and we come over here, you see that available area or motion speed. In this case, it's going to be for available area, which I just showed you guys. That was for his side hop speed, and that was a motion, him, you know, in action to use. This card right here, available area, that means where I'm going to be able to do this. Okay, like every card, we're going to hit the practice court. Let me bring out my man Joey. So look, somewhere around this box right here, I can start my layup inside this box. Once I go back here, get my running start, boom. See that? See how he extended to go into his motion, because I put the manual layup card on. You see that? You see how he turned in? That's his manual layup. Whenever I lay up to this side, you see that? See how he turned in towards that side? Now watch this. Now you see how he turned in towards this side? Because I'm holding it towards that way. If I held it towards this way, he gonna do that first animation I gave you. Once again, you see that? He aimed towards that side because I held it to that side. Now watch this. See that? I held it towards that side. He aimed towards that side. That's gonna be your manual layup in the distance. Oh my. Sometimes that increases that dunk also, that range that you give him for that. Now, if I go into this and push this button and hold it, then boom, I'm going around the defender. If the defender is over here, then I'm laying it up over here. They can't block that. They can't get to that unless they're over here in this area right here, cutting it off. As you can see, every time under a normal circumstance, he might take off from his layup somewhere around here. But since I have this, he going right here. See that? How he just lunging from there? And that's nearly the free throw line almost. See that? I can't make this up. I'm not making this up. As I go, I'm showing you guys and breaking down this. You see how far I was on this line? He's not going to do it from there. You got to be in this box for him. See that? And I stopped on the dime and just did it. But that's just one of the many ways that you can use him and characters like this up this line. These three right here all have manual. If you upgrade theirs, it's OP. And I know that you guys have ran into a Lulu using hers. That layup is so over. You see how she turns and curves out? That layup is overpowered. If you upgrade that, you can't block that shit. I'm sorry, I don't care who you have. If her manual layup is upgraded and you put cards that add distance and range to it, it's unblockable. She don't have to go up and dunk. This right here is Lulu's deadliest weapon right there. That manual layup. And for you to upgrade that on one end, and then you have, as soon as you get the ball, she's spinning off when she catch the ball. And plus her ability to do this, Lulu is the biggest threat player from anywhere in this game. It's no player in this game, not Lee, not William, nobody is a bigger threat to kill you from anywhere, everywhere on the court than Lulu. And let me show you guys why. If I would have worked on her a lot earlier, then I would have P5'd her. But to put in that much work after I put in so much work into a lot of other characters, you know, I just haven't, you know, given it that much effort. You see, this rebound skill increases after losing rebound to opponent. So that means on one possession, if she lose the rebound, the next possession, it's a much greater chance that she's gonna be the one to get that. Now look at this. You cannot box her out when you P5 her because she's spinning up off of it. Look, whoop, and she getting in position, boom. Then you tap that button and you in position for that rebound. And also at P5, oh my God, it's just so ridiculous. I wish I would have worked on Lulu much sooner. Right now I don't have the effort and the coins to go into this because look, each one of these, I have not put not one, maybe one, no, I haven't. All I did was upgrade her. I've never bought any basketballs to upgrade anything for her. Nothing. But far as a three-way and all-around player, Lulu is the best player. I said three-way, not two-way, three-way. She can kill you from anywhere on the court and dominate you from anywhere. If somebody have a center against her, it's good night. I promise you it's good night. If you have a center against a P5 Lulu, it ain't nothing you gonna be able to do with her. You can try to contain her, but it's nothing you can do with her. Krista not getting out there in time. Murdoch not getting out there in time. Nobody is gonna be able to get out there in time with her. Say good night. I have a Krista, and I went against a few Lulus, and out of each player that I hate to see the most on the court is Lulu. I promise you, it's Lulu. She is the deadliest player in this game, and it's very unfortunate that I didn't put in time and effort earlier on and understand that until I went against her. I can't call the person's name because I can't recollect it right now at the moment exactly who it was. But man, it's OP. Characters like Zay, people like Zay will have her, and it's very OP for them to, you know, use her in that way, it is overpowering. You can't block that shit. If anybody knows Zay Will and you ever seen him play, and shout out to him, man, y'all check Zay Will out whenever y'all get a chance, man. It is OP. When she come in, I sat up there and I jumped. I tried to block that shit several times. You can't block that. All you can do is try to contain her. What you don't want to do is have her out here all day shooting them. You don't want her out here if you got a center on the court. She's faster and she's much more efficient. And I'm missing because I'm P3 and I don't have any cards for her. I'm pretty trash with her. But yeah. Of course, you guys know Murdoch is a blocker, dunker. But a lot of people use Lee for shooting three purposes. But Lee actually is more of a deadly threat in the mid range than anything. This guy right here is a big point guard. This guy here is a tank. Underneath here in this paint is where he's going to thrive at and eat the most on the defensive end and the offensive end. This guy right here is a passer, who just so happens he can shoot also. So don't get it twisted. He can shoot, even though his shooting motion sometimes kind of declines and kind of takes a back seat. Carter can shoot. Carter can shoot. The only reason that I would not P5 him is due to the fact that, you know, characters like Fred and Cindy already have that trait. And that stamina thing, I don't feel that it's such a significant thing that it's a must that I would have to P5 him. I feel like he does everything that I need him to do right now. That's tap pass, that's kill pass, and that is whatever the other pass is passing. You know, he's like a floor general, something. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. When, you know, you get to a certain level with him, sometimes he'll dunk at P4. Sometimes, every now and then, he will dunk. And he also has manual layup, which I forgot all about him. You see that? That's using the manual. The main place you want to use manual layup is on the side of the basket. If you come in straight up, the chances is he gonna do something else. He gonna lay it up in a different way. You see that? He laid it up right. And you never ever, I see a lot of randoms do this. They come straight up into here. If you have an open shot from here, shoot it. Shoot the ball. Don't come running in here. Do not run in this area if it's a center in here and you don't have a center. Stay your ass out of here. If you don't have Joey, Carolina, Professor, or somebody who has some kind of specialty, Fred, who has some kind of special ability in here, Kim should not be in here unless you got dunk cards or a overpowered ass layup card for her. Stay your ass out of here trying to lay up on Luthers and shit and getting that shit swatted. But anyways, you see this line in between here, where he's walking in between here is where you gonna see how he turned. That's your layup. That's your manual. You see that? What he's doing, he's turning away from the basket. He's turning away from being blocked. Up here, he's not turning. He's putting it right up into the defender's face. And he just dunked. But anyways, Ren. Of course, everyone knows Ren kill you with passing, and she kill you with shooting also. It's a threat. She a threat from just about anywhere on the court, which is self-explanatory. Professor, he's a little bit of a mixture of, you know, like a shooter once you P5 him, and, you know, he's probably one of my least used characters, but I P4'd him anyways, you know. But he's a good mixture of, you know, a lot of things. You know, I do use him from time to time, but, you know, I just don't feel like I have a significant use, which he is OP. His manual layup is also one that is very overpowering. Zay using the Professor, you know, then it's definitely OP. Definitely. Yeah, man, Carter is pretty athletic, man. Carolina, of course, everybody know dribble, which I think out of all characters on here, man, they need to really fix some of this stuff that she does and miss, man. She missed a lot of shots from outside for her to be a shooting guard, which, you know, I guess they wanted to kind of have a balance. But, you know, I actually have a floater success rate card on her, but I didn't upgrade any. You know, she make them sometimes so, but this is like the least used move. You know, sometimes like in game, just to have fun, when I was playing with the randoms back in the days, you know, some people will remember, I just run up and just do it just for the hell of it, because she never make the shit just to prove a point. You know, just like at one point how Professor's, you know, scoop shot was, that shit was broken. And this shit right here is definitely broken a lot, because people can come right up and block this shit from anywhere. If you come in with that shit, that shit getting snatched out there. Like Ren, it's easy to defend her shot. If you see her ass back here with that little circle, little thing with her picture of her in there, stand back here. If you come bring your ass up here trying to block that shit, she gonna shoot that shit over your fucking head, and it's going in. If you come back here, you can block that shit from back here. I promise you. With any character, you can block that shit from back here. I have Ren P5. I definitely know. And I've gone against a few people who sat back here and I was, how the fuck did he block that? You definitely can block it from back here, because when she shoots it, she leans in with it. She leans forward with the shot, and it's sending it at such a low trajectory that you can block that shit from anywhere. It's similar to her shot. It's similar to her. You see how she pushes it out? It's similar so much in so many ways, in case y'all have not noticed. Look, let me do a side view. See how she pushes out? That's the same exact thing that she does. Yeah, floater definitely does not need a nerf at all. You rarely see anybody use it. This is my least used character, but she is fast as hell, and she feels so good when you use her. I don't have any kind of point at all to use her myself. I don't at all, because it's nothing she does any differently from anyone else except for that alley-oop dunk thing, you know. And when they nerfed her and took away how fast she was able to shoot, that really turned me off from her. If they left that how it was, how fast she used to be able to shoot, oh my god. At one point in time, a lot of people who used to play this game a long time ago, they would know that Cindy was one of the most overpowered players in the game, because if she jumped up, her rebounding is fair for her to be this height. She would jump up, snatch a rebound from over a Luther, run out here. She was faster also, and shoot so quickly, and it was hard to block that shit because how fast she shot it. But people complain, she's shooting too fast, and damn near mostly everybody's least used. I can't really think of too many people who have her and they use her all of the time. If they do, it's very briefly. Everybody use Pedro. Everybody know what the fuck he do. Everybody know what the fuck Kim do, because these beginners characters. Everybody know what Joey do, because he's there from the beginning. And a lot of people have this dude and they use him. You know, personally, he's you know, my favorite person to use, because shit, that side hop. But man, he missed a lot of shots, man. That shit is not overpowered for people to be complaining and saying like, hey, yeah, Joey needs to be nerfed. You just mad because you don't want to take the time out to upgrade your characters, man. Upgrade them. Everybody is overpowered in this game. There's not one single character on here that don't have something about them that's not overpowered. Look, please take a close look at each one of these people and tell me something. Clark Dunk is overpowered, he needs to be nerfed. Murdoch Shadow Block is overpowered, it needs to be nerfed. Lee's 3-point shooting is overpowered. Big Dog Chip Out. Luther's Putback Dunk. Every character on here, people complain about something and say, oh, Krista jumps too far. Now you can put all the cars in the world on her, and she not jumping as far as she should. Lulu is definitely, like I said, the most overpowered character in the game. If you have never seen anybody on this game, then go against a Lulu. Go against. I guarantee you, if I had a P5 Lulu, then people would be mad and complain all day. If I had a P5 Lulu. It's nothing you can do about none of the moves at P5 that she does. When she catch the ball at P4, when she catch the ball from a passer and she spins around you just on the house, she dunking. It's nothing you can do about that shit. You cannot stretch Armstrong some shit and reach back for her because she's gone. She is the most overpowered character in the game, and guess what? It's for a good reason. She should be. I love it. When I see one, I hate seeing her, but from a center's aspect, I want to know how you defend a shooter. Take into heed and don't take out of character learning how to defend everybody. When you see a Murdoch playing, learn things about him. Learn how, take something from each character each time you play them. Look, if I see somebody doing this and then do this, then do this, then do this, guess what? I got your pattern down pat. So guess what? I'm over here. The next time you do that, boom, you getting bumped. Don't stand back and look stupid and wait for them to shoot if they doing this. Boom, boom, boom. Take heed to it. Pay attention to them. If I see somebody, the very first thing they do is that every time. Then if I see you do this, if you doing this, then boom, guess what? I know that's coming. Now, what kills you is the characters who you see do this. They cross and boom, pay attention to them tendencies. You see Kims do it. If you continuously see them do this and then this, pay attention to it. Don't sit up there and think that they about to do something else until you take it away. If you don't take something away from them in this game, people gonna spam that shit. If I sit back and I see Joey doing side hop, I'm gonna give him a few steps. Boom, boom. I done noticed the speed that he goes and when he does it and how fast he does it. If he's always shooting it, then guess what? 9 times out of 10 he gonna continue to shoot it unless I take that away. So what I'm gonna do to defend that, I'm gonna stand here. Yeah, Joey, go ahead, hop. Soon as he hop, I'm gonna inch a little closer. Then boom, soon as he go up to shoot, pop, I'm right there in his face. Now this is either what he gonna do right here. He gonna shoot it or pump fake. That's all he gonna be able to do, shoot or pump fake. 9 times out of 10 he might make it, but when I start blocking it because I done noticed the pace, now guess what? He got to start doing this, and that's another threat in itself. If I take that away right there, which is hard to defend him, then he gonna have to come down and start doing this. If I take that away, then he gonna have to start doing this. So each character has a dual threat about them that you can't stop. If you take this away from William and block it, then he gonna stop doing that. So guess what? Boom, now he gonna start doing this. Each character has something visibly about them that makes them overpowered. And anybody who say that Lulu, you can stop this, you out your damn mind. You cannot stop this once it's leveled all the way up. It ain't shit you could do about it. Nothing. And that's a good thing, because guess what? I have a crystal, and if I jump all the way out here for a rebound, it ain't shit you can do about it. Nothing. But yo, man, I feel like, man, I've been sitting here, you know, and I've been most helpful trying to help everybody out with this system, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get me a little snack and a glass of apple juice, and I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you everybody for coming through, man, and joining us. Shout out to Alex, man, you always showing love. Shout out to Boo Light for always coming through and showing love, man. And everybody who came through, Sniper King, man, shout out to you, bro. We gonna definitely get some games in, bro. I ain't forget about you, bro. Thanks for everybody coming through, man. I appreciate the love, man. Make sure y'all subscribe, man, and hit that like button, man, because you know at the end of the day, man, I do this to help y'all, you know. Don't benefit me in no kind of way. I don't get paid for making these videos in no kind of way. I have a small channel with 34 subscribers. I don't get paid for doing this, man, you know. So at the end of the day, man, you know, it's all love, man. And like I told you, man, I don't turn on people. Sometimes people come and, you know, they take jabs at me, they take shots at me, and they see me in game, and the first thing they do, they go around everyone else. A lot of the time I don't even know them. They go around everyone else and they just come and body slam me. I'm like, okay, hey, it's just some random shit. And then, you know, the next play, somebody who watched the video come body slam me again. I'm like, man, where this come from? So now they making this into something, and they go into these rooms and they start little beefs and stuff. I don't even know half of these people. Oh yeah, madness, 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 madness. Man, at the end of the day, man, everybody who come through here and show love to me, I show love back, man. Period. Everybody who come through here, man, we not friends, man, we family. So at the end of the day, man, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. You know, I've been doing that for, you know, thus far for this long, man. Anybody who just, you know, this your first time, tell your friends, man. Tell everybody, you know, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Show some love to the channel and show some love to your boy. This is the second time that I made videos today, you know, putting in that work and trying to grind towards it, man. You know, but as we do every time, to close things out, man, shout out to everybody at T Up Nation, T Up Fam. Turn up with your boy. Until the next time, I'm out.